Hello Sagittarius, and welcome to your reading for August the 15th through the 27th. I won't be getting this out. I mean, really it's the 14th, but I probably won't get this to you till the 17th. So sorry, the 15th, not the 17th. I am taking a week off, so I'm going to do a 2-week reading, and I have already done a video about the solar eclipse and all the astrological aspects and things that are happening in the heavens, and I decided to do a totally separate video because there was so much. So there will be a link to that at the end of this video, so stay till the end so that you can. It's really fascinating what's happening, the energies. Really intense this month. So, there is crossover already. Wow. Crossover already. Sagittarius. So you might want to check the links. If you know your moon and rising sign, check the links below. And let's see what we have. For 2 weeks we're going to do. Oh, there you go. We have this full solar eclipse, which is very intense, and that's happening on the 21st. Let's see. Whoa! My favorite cards. One of my favorite cards. Okay, we have You've got a lot of crossover here. Oh, major crossover, yes. Okay, all the cards are out. So, the beginning of this week, the first card that comes up is the Four of Pentacles. And when the Four of Pentacles comes up, this means you're holding on to something that's not working for you. It's like, look at him, he's got that great big, he's like this, he's got his feet on stuff, and he's got that, and he can't move. This is like you're holding on to something that, put it down, Sagittarius, whatever it is. What it's doing, it's blocking you from moving forward. So if you're resentful towards someone, you've heard that before, if you're resentful towards someone, it's like taking poison and waiting for that person to die. They may not even be aware of it, but when this card comes up, it's like, let it go. This is all about letting go of the past anyway, right? This is about letting it go, moving forward. The lunar eclipse was in the south node, which represents the past, and the solar eclipse in the north node, which represents the future. It's about leaving everything behind. Don't look back, right? So whatever it is that you need to drop it, Sagittarius. Drop it like a hot potato. Now, the middle of the week, right? What's coming up from this is the general energy. Of course, it's a general reading, not a personal reading, so it'll resonate with some of you. Some of it will resonate with a lot of you, maybe. We have the Four of Cups. Now, when the Four of Cups comes up, it means that's 2 fours. It's interesting. When the Four of Cups, it means that you're like totally Neptune in Pisces. That's where you are. You're a Neptune in Pisces. You are daydreaming. You're focusing on something that you can't have, and you're not even looking at what's right in front of you. Look, this boy's like looking into he doesn't even know that this mermaid is right there with a lovely cup, filled. He's not even seeing her. He's so focused and lamenting on what he doesn't have and what he can't have, and that's all he's focused on. So it's making him feel miserable and unhappy and discontented. And when we pull this card, it's saying, listen, darling, look around you. Look at the gifts that you're surrounded with. Look at your friends, look at your family, look at your pets, look at your home that you have, look at your job. Thank God you're getting a job where you're getting money every. Be grateful, be in the moment. This is saying come back to the moment and be in gratitude, because then you'll create that energy of more things to be grateful for. They'll come to you. Now at the end of the week we have the 10 of Wands, and this is, I call this my people pleasing cards. This is like when you have all this stuff that you've taken on, way more than you can cope with. And when this card comes up, it's saying, listen, delegate, drop it, darling, drop it, because you can't cope. Don't overpromise. You've overpromised. And got a little animated there and knocked off my sound. So where were we? Okay, so the people pleasing card. You've bitten off more than you can chew. You've got a lot of things going on. It's weighing you down. You can't move forward, so you've got to delegate. You've got to drop things. It's almost like you're still carrying around something that you need to let go of, right? Yes, that's what I'm getting for this. Look, darling, whatever it is, you can't have it. So let it go. Let go of it. Stop thinking about what you can't have. Drop it. It's in the past. Don't live in it. It's this solar eclipse is all about letting the past go and moving forward to greener pastures. I'll come to that in a minute. But this Sagittarius, let it go. Let go of the past. It's really blocking you from moving forward to a happier life. You really have to look at it and let it go. I'm really feeling that for you, and I understand it's sad, but if you could just see the future, it's so much better than you can imagine. So, you know, let it go. So on that weekend, the weekend going into the eclipse, right, we have I call him the Green Knight, right? He's the Knight of Pentacles. Now this means movement, right? Knight suggests movement, but he's standing still and he doesn't have his sword out. He's actually poised and ready to move if he needs to. He's the defender. And this is what we're going into. It's interesting because he's the defender. He represents like the fairy realm, the earth, being good to the earth, being kind to the earth. This is about, you know, being aware of our, you know, the planet and the resources and how we can regenerate it and you know, save our planet. This is about really preserving it as opposed to exploiting it. So this card is like poised and ready to defend if need be. So this is suggesting, look, let this go. It's time to really take action and let this go, like really move on. You're getting a message, Sagittarius, that's really strong to move forward. You need to move forward to greener pastures. You really do. That's the message that I'm getting here. It's very clear to me. You're going to move forward to greener pastures. Now, on Monday, on the total solar eclipse, you have the Six of Cups. Now, the Six of Cups is like, you know, your childhood. You know, can mean children, issues with children, but this is usually the past and childhood, your childhood, and looking at the past. This is what I suggest when this card comes up, and this is what I'm getting, not suggest, right? This is about looking back and seeing how far you've come, right? Seeing how much you've grown and how far you've come. So sometimes when we get this card, it's like lamenting and romanticizing the past. Don't romanticize the past. Don't go there. Look back and say, oh wow, look how far I've come. I've really come a long way. That's the kind of energy that you need to be in. And it's a perfect energy for the total solar eclipse. It's like letting it go. You know, letting the past go, being reborn to the new you, and acknowledging how wonderful you are and how much you've grown. So that's the general energy for Monday. And in the middle of the week, you have the Empress. I love her. Number 3, creation. This is like abundance. This is an abundance of creativity, right? So you're letting all this go and you're feeling all that. Tap into that creative energy and start something new and exciting. Whatever you start is going to look, we've got a full new, super huge new moon as well. So this is letting go of the past, like dumping it, darling. Dump it, because gorgeous, amazing new beginnings are happening. This is your opportunity to be really, really creative and move forward. Oh, it's so excited for you, Sagittarius. And then towards the end of the week is the 6 of Wands, the end of something, the completion of something successful, public recognition. This is wonderful. This is like, you've completed a project, maybe this project, the creative project, and it's very successful and it's wonderful. You're getting public recognition for it. So it's really, really good. And you're moving forward. And you're feeling great. You're feeling accomplished. This is a feeling of accomplishment. Now, on the week of the 26th and 27th, you've got the 5 of Swords. And that means that there might be a challenge that comes up for you, right? And when this challenge comes up for you, this card is saying rise above it. Rise above that challenge, right? There's a dragonfly here. Allow the wind to come in and really refresh it. Don't take on anything personally. This is a very temporary situation, so it's a challenge that may come up for you. Don't engage in it. It's like it can be like a little competition, bickering. It can be as small as that, or it can be a challenge, but whatever it is, this is like you're going to rise above it and you're going to be victorious over it. So you're really going to grow from it, but you're going to rise above and you're not going to engage in it you're not going to engage it in a negative way. You're going to be creative about how you handle this this challenge that comes up for you. So there you have it. It's kind of a very interesting reading for you, Sagittarius. There's some things that you really need to let go of, and as soon as you let go of those things, you can move on to greener pastures and things. You're going to be victorious in handling this challenge that comes up for you on the second weekend. But it's all looking really good. So thank you so much for sharing, commenting, liking, and subscribing if you haven't already. And thank you so much for tuning in. I love you all. Mwah. I'll see you in a couple of weeks. For a personal reading, please email Mary at liveinthesolution.com.